PT Pop here with all four lobes of my brain securely tied behind my back. I recently found an old SD card inside a Blackberry phone that I kept, and on it I found some thumbnail pics of pictures I had taken when I lived in Arizona and I worked at Verizon Wireless. And this is just three examples, just three photographs to give you examples of how odd it is working in a call center. Now here, this first picture is in the men's bathroom with a six-step procedural poster on how to clean your hands. I don't know about you, I've never seen this in another corporate environment, but I guess apparently the people they hire at the call centers are so mentally inept, you have to give them a step-by-step instructions on how to wash your hands. Step 1, put your hands under water. Step 2, apply soap. Step 3, scrub hands. I can't even read it. I think it says scrub hands. Wrist for at least 20 seconds. Yeah. Step 4, oh, I guess I gotta rinse it off and then wipe my hands and then turn off the water. Oh, I think so glad somebody showed me how to do that. This next picture is a hallway within Verizon Wireless that leads to a training room. The first, say, 6 weeks of training were in a classroom, a windowless classroom. Then after that, they put you in like a pre-call center, which was a tiny call center that seated only like 100 people. So you could take calls and you'd hold up little flags if you had questions, and the supervisors and the team leads would run around and answer your questions. But this hallway, I had to walk down this hallway every day to get into this training room, and I dreaded it. It was just like walking down this long, dark tunnel. And every day you'd walk into the main door, you'd walk down this hallway, and you turn right into this long, dark blue hallway. And it was just like you're walking into hell. It was horrible. My stomach would sink. I just would like dread every step. Was just like, oh my God, I'm going to go in this room and listen to these horrible calls. But the most interesting thing I found on this SD card was something I've told you all about, the security problems in a call center with the customers and the threats you get from customers. And coming up here, you're going to see 3 Chandler, Arizona police cars. And behind them is our call center. Our call center was just under, I think it was about a 700,000 square foot building, 2 floors. And what you see there are 3 cop cars in our parking lot, parked outside the building at all times for about 2.5 months. And nobody would tell us why. Just one day the police showed up, and I remember asking my boss, saying, "Hey, why are the cops outside?" "Oh, no, I don't." He was the zippity bebop guy, the guy that talked like Bill Cosby. "Well, you know, you got the cops, and you got the beboppers, and you got the hippity hoppity bippity boppity." These cops were always outside there, and the only thing I can figure, it could only have been one of two things. Could either have been that a customer threatened something malicious and violent to the call center, or a former employee did. And I'm pretty sure it was a customer, because I heard all kinds of horrific things in the phones there. I had a guy threaten to come. He knew where I worked. He knew what call center I was in. He knew what city I was in. And he threatened some stuff. I don't remember what the threat was. I think it was something about explosives. So you're going to hear and see all kinds of things in a call center. You're going to get all kinds of threats. And they must have had a legitimate reason to have 3 squad cars. One's a K9 unit, and I'm not certain. I think it's a K9 unit. It's behind the tree there. But the cops are there all the time. And we had security at the gate, at the front door. So you had to swipe to get in the building. You had to swipe to get past the guards. And then you had to swipe to get into the lobby. So you had to swipe 3 places. But before then, you had to walk past, looks like at least 3 armed Chandler, Arizona police officers. Crazy stuff. The call center environment is absolute pure madness. You'll never see anything like it in your life. I worked in a factory for a couple of years, and I tell you, the factory job I had, the people were better, the environment was better, and the atmosphere, the atmosphere in the environment was far superior to anything I've ever seen in a call center. And I didn't make anywhere near the money I made in a call center, but money isn't everything. Hope you like that. Oh, hold on. I got a little burp out there. If you like what I say and do on here, please hit the thumbs up button. Give me a thumbs up there, brother. And subscribe to PT Pop. All 4 lobes of my brain securely tied behind my left calf. Bye.